No refugees. It is or do you have the means to support? Right, your name?
Well met.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel...
Not just yet. State your business. I'm doing the question. Now, your business. Then you can wait with the rest. Oh, you again. Business? Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still. The Watcher... Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear.
Behind the watch...
Whoa.
Your parties, it has heard that the Watcher speaks directly.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people. Your peaceful surrender has been noted.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is
Find
imminent.
those little bastards or I'll have your heads!
It's gonna pass. Moving. Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge, who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran. As long as Gortash hasn't made... To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash... Very well, then.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is your
Listen,
Oh, the gods
it's
truly...
got
I found so many victims for Cazador
and
here.
all round pleasant folks.
They're the kind of
From what I've
people no one would ever miss.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
Did you want something? If not...
Well met.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. So did I. You're welcome. Good luck out there. This place is real shabby. But at least folk don't look at you funny in here. Need anything? bunch of martyrs would be
Start
happy to see a traitor.
and I will gladly do so.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you. How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf!
You'd think a bunch of martyrs would be happy to see a traitor.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these. That should do you. There's that sweet mug.
I can't believe I got kicked out of the...
In the gutter, then that denizen
Den of decadent delights.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
Missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found.
You know these people. Spawn, bound to Cazador, just as you once were.
We'll leave for the Black Mass soon. I only need one more mark.
We don't need another. The Master said we have enough.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs. But soon, I'll be free to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. Once the Mass is done, and our Master grants us our freedom, I'll want a drink.
Astarion! It cannot be.
But it is, and as arrogant as ever. As if you'd know the first thing about the Master's plans. He's going to give us freedom. He's going to give us power.
I can't say you're wrong.
The Master has always been strict, but we're better for it. That's why we're worthy of freedom, of being elevated. And you're just a runt to be put down.
Cazador's in the defiled chapel, beneath the palace.
Deliria? What are you doing?
I trust him, Petras. The chapel has been there forever.
hidden from all. There will be a sacrifice.
Enough! Before you get us flayed alive!
Please, Astarion, if you're telling the truth, please help us.
He's not telling the truth, and we don't need his help. This isn't over. We'll see you again, brother.
Out of a temple.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delight. In the gutter, then that's centipede.
What if they built...
On the hunt. Easy.
Happy.
Into the shadows. With pleasure. Just like old times.
Tempers are rising.
Shall we? Time for discretion.
What am I to do? I must keep going.
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs?
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect.
What if...
Let's be quick. What have we here?
Tempers are rising.
There's no time to waste. I'll go this way.
What if they build a machine that can drink?
Quick step.
Confuses me for a member of staff.
I'd probably break his...
Looking for lodgings? Don't bother. All the decent places are gone. Damned coronation.
The missus and I have been dreaming about the city. No more sleeping rough. Didn't expect to find it locked down tighter than...
Why does Bronze Crossing have so few lodges? At least a double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them has sticky fingers.
Certainly.
In the gutter, then that teleport.
watching. Herman, is that you?
I'm starting to remember that Worm's Crossing has a bit of a reputation, doesn't it?
I'd probably
Tad mercenary, tad sordid. Anything and anyone for a price.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
Watch your bag. Step quick. Really?
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
Well met.
People are just walking into Sharess's caress like it was any old business. No disrespect to you, of course, if you're a patron. I don't mind it, honestly.
Why are some people so strange about Sharess's caress? It's just sex.
Oh, we're not queuing for Sharess's caress. Not yet, anyway. Head on in.
Got inside, yeah.
All-round pleasant folks, from what I...
Brothel? Pleasure house? Den of
Confusing
decadent
me
delight?
for a member of staff.
I'd probably break his nose.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of... If you're sure. As you like.
Let's see here.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. I am free from... You must face them. Come to bask in the glow...
Keeping very well, I hope? Look after my 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the... He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. This was different. Lucky, I understand. Then, next, I found by the... He's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. The man he became... That wasn't the father I knew. The one I loved so very much.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's...
That foul shapeshifter Orin is like a scavenger beast, probing us for weaknesses. Do not let her shake your I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves. What would you like to know? Anytime.
You need something of me?
Fate, dost thou require a new... Fate, dost thou require a new ally? The girl has left to hew her own path. She left you a letter. Thou couldst read it, or thou couldst not. Such is the way. Hast thou other business?
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
It isn't much of a home, but what's ours is yours.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
I'm just a cat. But please, talk to Yenna. Why are you so nosy? Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her. Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend a last life. But please don't.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something...
It's uncooperative.
Baldur's Gate at last. We should find Sharess's correct. It is done.
So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger.
I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good. This all begins to ring a little too familiar for my liking. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that. You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. Would you? In time, then. Perhaps once you found a rocking chair for me to doze off in. Ask it.
Indolence breeds madness. Objective noted. Vlaakith's will be done. Proceeding. Without delay. Open up.
Someone there?
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
Librarian does this thing with her weird way on all fours.
The flophouse. It has plenty.
Welcome to the Caress, an oasis of pleasure. An elf, such temptation. I loved many in my day, but never one so fair. Grace, elegance, just waiting to be shattered. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Of course you wouldn't. Who can resist the pleasure of the strap once leather meets flesh? It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn. Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are. Sweeting, I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing. And my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. Ugh. But I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fionn's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here. Take the key. I'm listening.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Hells, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavors. How about you give me a taste? What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
The nymph's got a sweet tongue and a figure to match it.
Sorry.
All right.
Careful.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 Fingers.
You rats with the guild now. Heard 9 Fingers met a match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust 9 Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the 9th hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs? Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
Not looking for more...
You want entertainment?
I put it on special.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
Another case closed, another bottle open! Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found?
Gods. Stelmane is dead.
That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling, hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? Could doesn't quite cut it here, I'm afraid. I need a solid, provable motive. Come back when you've got some real evidence. I presume you've found something interesting to discuss? If you're... While that is startling, it still doesn't... That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. It was the height of arrogance, then, to disturb me.
It on especially for you. I'm listening.
Good rumple.
Wanna dance?
Well, hello. Tread lightly. Let's see.
Nymph's Grotto.
Sorry, I've just felt so distracted recently. Such fog coursing through my brain.
Look at me. You need only think of me.
Gortash has been crowned Archduke. Maybe we should get to Worm's Rock and crash that party. Let's prowl. Moving.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait. I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
This is my time.
Some fun. On the way.
Gods, it's hot in here. Incoming.
Hells, tales of mind flayers, talons sharp as daggers, and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How could I help it? I don't regret its death. But I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than contented. You are at total peace. Your belly is full, your mind rested, your eyes bright. No more will you hear the clang of steel on steel. No more will you fear the cry of a wolf, the growl of an ogre. You are warm. You are safe.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me. If you seek rapture, find it elsewhere. I can show you but once.
Let's move.
The corpse has it.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
Underestimate the forgotten prince's closest sword.
into my pocket.
Serve any foul thing. Name the price.
The armor was a bargain.
It was, but good armor is hard to find. Where to dinner with your folks?
What's in here?
Underestimate the forgotten prince's closest sword.
Let them see you taking charge of your pleasurable destiny.
Do you not like that?
Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
That watch. This armor was
All right.
It will when you finish the trap.
strength.
Devil's Den.
Eager for battle.
Den of decadent delights.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak. What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you,
they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
That was no party trick. Somebody's missing, can't you tell? That illithid you keep in your pocket can't hear us anymore.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Unless some have already sprouted in places I can't see. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the Gith for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Such an eager little pup. Surely you realize there is an exchange to be made. You scratch my back, I scratch your parasite.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's steel and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
What? You can't be serious.
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls instead. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the True Heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free. Assume nothing.
What now?
I'm listening.
Watch the shadows.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? I am glad you had the sense to turn him down, but it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you? An horrendous deal. Imagine a crown of sufficient power to dominate an Elder Brain atop a devil's head. You would be trading one apocalyptic event for another. Thank you for telling me, and for rejecting him. And now, we must be doubly on our guard. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
My favorite future clients. Still, I'll wait.
A quick rummage.
Wearing armor.
My favorite still I'll wait. My favorite I'll wait. My favorite I'll My favorite I'll wait.
Don't be such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Sharess's Caress is a professional.
We're shopping for a suit.
How else was I supposed
Dinner
to
with my...
In a word, sir. Exquisite. Almost painfully so. My body burned.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry... An apple a day keeps the apple away.
Pleasure house.
No, what if there's food shortages? Rationing, and we can't leave anything to chance.
If it'll make you feel better.
Tim the inventor.
Almost
How
painfully
about
so.
And the other person with you? They enjoyed it.
How about
Tim's such a prude.
Birthday boy should...
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it. Come here. I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Cheeky. We might be in a brothel. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns, Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Okay.
Voss, friend to the comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Istik. Even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Right. Don't take it off on his leash. I want to give it a good rumple.
There's a house. Den.
Moses, look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch.
I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Don't be such a prude.
On tippy toes. With ease.
Subtle steps.
Hey, good looking. Up to.
Blade at the ready. Keeping pace.
Don't touch me. Like a wraith. Quick and quiet. Interesting. This way.
God of the oppressed.
Oh, we can't sit here until the damn time.
Let's keep to the shadows.
Confuses me.
Tricks.
I'd
Over here.
probably break his nose. Good boy.
Be very, very quiet. Tread carefully.
Better off sleeping in the
Well,
gutter than that
well.
den of iniquity.
Yes, let's.
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Salutations and hello and whatnot. Fionn, one of Mamselle's girls, who laughs like a star's twinkle. Not seen her for a 10-day. 10 days and 4 bells to be precise. Not that I'm counting. Missing? I hadn't thought her missing, just not here. Or elsewhere. Oh. I suppose that's like missing, but with extra words. You don't suppose the murderer who's on the loose got hold of her? Oh, goodness, no. It's too horrible to imagine.
Be more open to traders.
All right.
It's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
If I
And
must.
if a patron...
There's not even any goddamn dragons round here to slay.
This adventurer lark is
This place is real shabby.
But at least folk don't look at you funny in here. Pleasure doing.
Sit here till the end of time.
There's that sweet mug. Fionn. Poor lass. Works her arse off for the mumselle, but don't get much in return. Not seen her mug for a carp's age. I figured she'd gone up the road while the going was good. Killer on the loose, cult army marching wee way. Been thinking I might scarp her too.
How's an adventurer supposed to do a damn job around here?
Been pulling all-nighters to keep watch.
What if they...
Ready or not. Quietly. Hello, lover.
What's on your mind?
Watch your back. Neither seen nor heard. Let's go. Let's go.
Shortages, rationing, we can't leave anything to chance.
$15 loaves it is.
Steelwatch Foundry. birthday boy's just now.
What's inside? Let's hope for gold.
There, by the bed. Someone spilled some blood.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
Pretty little key. Identical to the one I took from the shapeshifter in the temple tunnels.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Murdered by my son.
Oh man, that's awful.
Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why? Dolor. Killed folk slowly. He liked it. Ill-mater temple. Didn't see exactly who.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
A little souvenir. Interesting. Honestly, who pickles organs like this? A map with Father Lorgan's name. Seems the shapeshifters were all over the tunnels he used. Mutatis mutandis! A map with Father Lorgan's name. Seems the shapeshifters were all over the tunnels he used.
Listen. Stuff like mummies, and all round present folks.
When you've met the drought.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right where we can get work.
Shortages, rationing. Dar was right. This was a stupid idea.
You'd think a bunch of martyrs would be...
All right.
Sir, good, sir. Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Agree.
Everyone at Shures's caress is a
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Oh dear. Poor thing. Murdered to death. Horrible hells. I better lay low. Lower than low. Under low.
Probably break his nose. Good.
You will when you've met the drought.
When I was a child, Father sent me to Shures's caress to deliver messages. How was I to know what went on behind its closed doors?
Eating, sleeping, and sex acts of all manner, of course.
What's plain to you wasn't so plain to Minnie, Will.
Minnie Lae'zel wasn't so sheltered. On Crush Kalir, very little is hidden behind doors.
Sleeping in the gutter, then that's anything.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. Indeed he did. Exceedingly handsome, and with... Your pleasure is mine.
Hey, soldier.
Sorry.
can stare as much as you like.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the...
Music stops. And
I put it on especially.
continue dancing.
I want to give it a good rumple.
Isn't right. On his leash.
Game. Play.
A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty law for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfaces crave the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work.
What was it like? I'm very sorry to hear that. There are many courtesans who end up in the business out of unfortunate necessity. We, however, could easily take up other work, if we wished.
After years working here, though, Mamselle is like family and makes sure our clients treat us with as much respect as we want to be treated with.
Pleasure is what I know, and what I do best. Here, I work to create it anew for myself, each eve. I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself, boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick. We are twins. Since I came to the surface, I purchased an enchantment to bless me with infertility, if that soothes your mind. We can make up a little show of kissing each other, but when we are hired at the same time, there are often many other clients in the room to attend to.
I'd love to, thanks.
A new
You have but don't be shy. We found surfaces crave the body of a drow like life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the
Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick. We will only allow that if we know there is an evening of exceptional pleasure awaiting us. Usually, one darling alone is not enough to match the two of us.
Return to us if you have a lover willing to take part.
Keep a
music stops, you and I.
Hey, soldier.
Attention!
Sorry.
A new
You have, but don't be shy.
What? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature mesobar. We will only allow that if we know there is an evening of exceptional pleasure awaiting.
Return to us if you have
A new fet.
You have, but don't be shy.
What? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature mesobaranzan love trick. Ah, you're lucky, sister.
You're welcome if you have the coin. This way. We have a room upstairs over yonder side.
Someone with all the power of the nine hells. You must have brought so many.
Honk honk.
This way.
Lovely painting.
Devil's Den. Journey to the Underdark.
Time for a natter.
Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march a warband through my lands. You paid for sex.
What a day. Go. All right.
Let's march!
You came. I'm so pleased. You can never tell who's going to get cold feet. So, now that you're here, what next? Well, I should admit to you first that I'm not capable of being as extreme as some might expect. What about you? Thanks for confiding in me. I won't do that. Now, a tender touch, some sensory stimulation.
On my way.
You don't have permission to be here. You're about to be ejected.
What a charmer.
You came. So, now that you're here, well, I should admit to you first that I'm not capable of being as extreme as some might expect. What about you? I'll watch out for you. Now, a tender touch, some sensory stimulation. Let's begin.
In the darkness, you can feel hands moving over your body, touching, squeezing, caressing.
Your body is such a treat. I'm so glad you chose to share it with me. So glad we have this time together.
Her hands slip under your clothes, running down your chest, your stomach, between your legs. You drag your tongue in a winding line from beneath her earlobe down along her collarbone.
Thank you. Thank you.
You hold her so tightly, enveloping her in your arms. Her heart starts to flutter faster, like that of a small animal. You're not sure how long your time together lasted, but it was long enough. By the end, you felt like you were floating in the dark, utterly at peace.
That was wonderful. Perhaps you'll enjoy a drink in the bar before you brave the... Even in the best of times, it's an oasis of pleasure and calm. In the city's chaos, with Baldur's Gate preparing for war, the caress feels like the final flicker of a beautiful flame before darkness falls. That was wonderful.
Toast, toast.
Well, we're shopping for a suit.
All right,